Let me see. Are we grooving right now? Um, Seems so. Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alba La Pantera. Welcome all. As you can see from the title, we're going to be diving into these energies that are upon us right now. It may have some of you feel as though you're water in a wet towel and it's being wringed out. So that which is coming out of that towel is definitely having to do with an energy hook, is what I've been picking up throughout the day today, because I was pulling this deck throughout the day and energy hook came out each time. I would say this would be the second time. So definitely had to speak on this in this message right now with y'all. And I'm really loving the way the image is coming through, as far as the black, the white, and then you have the transcendence of all colors that come from being in between those two. Now, this is looking quite blurry on the screen. Okay, there we go. There we go. And at the bottom of the deck, y'all, and shout out to the new subscribers. Once again, thank you, all of you, for your energy exchange, aka donations towards the channel. And subscribing to the channel, hitting that thumbs up, helping the channel to grow in the essence of the highest purpose for all. All right. And anyone that is not tuned into their highest purpose and wants to be ignorant to that, obviously this won't be the channel for that energy. And if you're new here, stick around. You're gonna see what we talking about. You're gonna see what we talking about, the way we handle energy, so we're no longer dealing with them. Okay. Now, ideally, so these upcoming days that are approaching us, it's bringing us into this space of growth that is coming through. It's inevitable for you to apply what you've learned through these growing pains. Okay, so a lot could be changing for the collective. We got Mercury that just went back into Leo while it's in retrograde. Okay, and with that being said, this can bring forth responses or reactions that can be quite impulsive. So I would highly suggest, grounding yourself. If you feel as though grounding yourself and being still or being quiet, find something that allows you to move your body. For some of you, picking up strongly, this could be the moment that you sign up for a boxing class, or you don't even have to sign up for a class. You can go on YouTube and look up shadow boxing and follow a routine of shadow boxing, or doing Tai Chi, some form of body movement to release the energy. Because the main thing you want to do right now, as far as you can see here, you have energy work, energy hook, energy work, and sovereignty. You're regrouping the parts of you that have to do with the growth that was inevitable through confrontation. So obviously confrontation was one of those ingredients as to where you're headed now and or next. All right. And once again, at the bottom of the deck here of all of this energy was the inner child. Now, if I look into all of these cards and look up the numerology as far as energy hook and each letter, what does it sum up to? All four of these cards come up to the sum of 6. Every single one of them. Okay? And as far as the soul's message or the soul number for these cards, energy hook is 5, energy work is 11, and sovereignty is 5. So what's changing is whatever you were connected to, and especially when it comes to the inner child, that was preventing you from really tuning into this higher frequency of your sovereignty energy. And the way to go about this is based off of this message is really tuning in, doing energy work that's going to allow you to tune into your vision. Ascended Master Life Path number 11, that's the visionary. Okay. Now, this could even have something to do with codependency, because from a lower vibration, 11 is a 2. And usually people who are life path 2s, these are the type of beings that require a lot of love, you know, on a daily basis. Obviously, that is the most beautiful thing. But when it's not given in a healthy way or in a healthy setting, it can turn into some form of codependency or trauma. Okay, so let's clear that energy. You're going to clear that energy up. Now, a lot of the actions that you're being guided to take with this T-square that we have coming up in astrology is basically speaking to a moment where you're going to be feeling the pressure. It's going to be quite intense, this energy, which is why up until the end of August, this is what the title is going to be. Because also when I'm feeling that when Pluto goes back into Capricorn, there's something about this time frame right now that you may find yourself going, instead of going forward, obviously you're going to feel as though you're going backwards. But just look at what it is that you are allowing yourself to do because of the warrior spirit that's also engaged, or this dark feminine energy that's also engaged, with Lilith playing a role in everything that's going on throughout this date, Athena playing a role. Who else is it? There's a few of them, but there's a lot of dark goddess feminine energy that's coming to the forefront. And it's basically the version of you when you look at a mother do everything to protect her child, to make sure that child is in the position, the best case scenario, in the best position, and whatever that may be. So that's the version of you that's coming on board right now. And obviously the feminine energy is an intuitive, receptive, emotional frequency. So there could be certain emotions that may have been suppressed, or energies that you may have been hooked to, that it's now time to release. 5:44 on the time, and it's going to be released regardless. Okay, look at this inner child card. Mind you, you got heaviness and depression right up under that, and imbalance, anger and rage. You know what also came to mind, where you have children who are highly active. And I'm saying this to say, because I've been noticing that a lot of people, not a lot of people, but there was a certain few of people that I grew up with, and they were either labeled as hyperactive, or they didn't pay attention, or they were aggressive. I've been seeing a lot of them in very high positions right now, whether it's them, and when I say high positions, this is them doing what they love to do, or what their purpose is. They're fully stepping into their purpose, or they are fully in their purpose and doing what they got to do for them. That's also assisting the collective, where they're speaking on podcasts, doing amazing movies. Whatever they're doing right now has something to do with their purpose, but strongly connected to the collective, where it's being seen on a grand scale. And I said, because there's something about that, especially with this inner child coming out. There's this energy of that phase in childhood where that person already knew what their purpose was, what they wanted to do. And some of that frustration could have been from the lack of support, but not really knowing how to verbalize, I don't feel supported to do what I'm really destined to do coming up in the near future. You know what I mean? And obviously, there could be also other children that do know how to express that. But that's not usually what we see every day. So I just had to mention that because that could be significant for some of you where you're noticing um, certain labels that were placed on you as a child is actually what's helping you today, especially when it comes to releasing yourself from certain energetic vibrations that no longer serve you. Okay? So, all of these numbers, all three of these came up to 666 when you look into the numerology of them. And the inner child also was number 6. Now, the two that were the same in terms of the destiny number, the heart's desire, or the soul number and personality number is energy hook and inner child. Both of these, respectively, came up to 651, which would be a 12. So if there's certain things that are hidden within the subconscious or swept under the rug that will block one from stepping into their full-on creativity, this is what is being called to the forefront or was being brought up to the surface throughout this timeline that you see here. Also, this is timeless, so whenever you see this, doesn't have to be for this date that you see on there. But for some of you who do journal, you know, you can even look back to this message to help you out in whatever shape or form as far as you know, going through your deep dives and figuring out what's really going on a subconscious level, spiritual level, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, all in all, you're being asked to tap into your intuitive and logic state in the most healthy and fine-tuned, balanced way. So again, a lot of these things are being brought to the surface is really getting you to either do away with it or include it in this next phase that you're stepping into. Welcome, beloved. Blessed evening. Ashe. So let's look a little bit more into this and see what's going on here. Now, sovereignty speaks to excellence. Okay? It speaks to excellence. And having authority or rulership over self, first and foremost. Let's see here. All praises due to the Most High, Mama Universe, Papa Universe, Angel Spirit Guides, Ancestors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe, Papa Universe, Angel Spirit Guides, Ancestors that guide and protect me, and my higher self, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. What are the additional messages here for the collective? So we're switching decks, okay? So they said that was enough on this one. Let me go over here to the angels and ancestors. What was I seeing earlier? The Hidden Realms card. The Hidden Realms was showing. The card that I saw was the Path to the Gods. The Path to the Gods is what I saw, which is card number 2. As far as switching the deck, I'm going to show you the card that came into my mind's eye before coming on to the live with y'all here. It was Path. I think it's number 2. I think so. Yeah, the Path of the Gods. This card showed itself in my mind's eye before coming on to the live here with y'all. So let's pull a message from this deck and see what we got coming through here for the collective. All right. This card speaks to decisions, meetings, and future plans. I'm going to shuffle this out real well. And see what we got coming through here for y'all. Let's see. Message from the hidden realms. Especially with that 12 energy coming through. Some of you could be a life path 1, 2, or 3. Or 11 in here, okay? Overall, a 7 as well. Show me the energy we have here for the collective. Okay. The relics of Lemuria, number 5. Is your first message from this deck. Kept safe within these worlds, between the worlds, are the precious remnants of the land of Lemuria, the place where humanity had its inception, and where you have had lifetimes as shapeshifter, mermaid, creature of the air, and of the skin. This ain't nothing a coincidence, but the fact that this is coming out with energy hook, energy work, and sovereignty, you're being brought back to a space to recollect fragments of memories from Lemuria. Welcome, Pantera Soul Fam, EVE, Ashe. It says here, these relics of the lost land send out their energies to the world, and we receive them in the moments when we dream of our other lives, when we remember fleetingly who we once were. I'm getting, as I'm reading this, focus on who you once were. This reading right now is coming through as, this is why they said you could utilize this when Pluto goes into Capricorn. I actually have a playlist for that too. But it's coming through as a deep meditative reading, and answers are gonna come through that you're receiving a confirmation about answers here that you already had. For some of you, okay, the confirmation that you're getting through this message and any of the messages that come through this reading, do not second guess yourself. You're getting the confirmation is because you're not believing and knowing in what it is that you actually know. This could have something to do with an energy hook, again, inner child, all right, from your past, a certain belief, a way of doing things, or feeling as though that you simply just watching videos such as this or anything that brings forth information through divination. Any form of divination can be seen as taboo or something that you're not supposed to tap into. Now, there are often cases where you release that, physically you release that, mentally to an extent, but not fully. And not fully to the way that you find yourself still moving and responding to situations as if you haven't disconnected yourself from basically someone who would say, I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about what I'm doing. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But you're still not doing what you said you're gonna do. As far as tapping in deeper to the information without fear, because there's more information that wants to be downloaded to and through you. But if you're still holding on to a past remnant, I'm hearing an echo. I don't normally hear an echo in here right now. Be careful with your words, especially your thoughts. The universe, whoever this, right now, this message, right, okay. The universe is hearing your thoughts clearly. So this is a different type of vessel we speaking to at this point, because you would have to be highly aware and conscious of everything you're saying through your thoughts. Yes, it can be. It's literally 5:55 right now on the clock. You have to be highly aware and conscious of your thoughts. Okay, let me continue this here. Let's go. I got you. Let's do this. These relics of the lost land send out their energies to the world, And we receive them in the moments when we dream of our other lives, when we remember fleetingly who we once were, and when we discover we too have abilities to heal, to hear, to sense, and to communicate deeply with the natural world. When this card comes to you, take a moment to give thanks to the earth. And this starts on page 44, ends on 45, and this is card number 5. So 44455. And give thanks to the earth, to softening into the world, to notice the plants and their languages, the birds and their song, the intertwining of all that is, and know that you are a part of the beauty that is all around us. Reconnect and recommit to your own reclaiming of power. Allow the senses to extend and to feel the world in a deeper, more intuitive way. The lost books of Lemuria are written into your DNA. And when you recall, even for a moment, all that you are, its energy is reactivated in this world today. No longer as a memory, but as true, enduring abilities that once recollected can be reclaimed and reactivated in gentle, inspiring ways. When I remember, I reactivate is the illumination of this card. When I remember, I reactivate. This is why it's important to let go of anything that is holding you back from the past. Because notice, in most situations, when you are remembering and you are reactivating, have you noticed how quickly a situation will come to put you back into a perspective of the past that will deactivate this instantly? Because what we see as the spiritual and physical world are just separated by illusion. You get a glimpse of that when you're thinking of something. Or let's go, this is a perfect example. When you're sitting here humming a song or thinking about a song and somebody outside passed by and they whip blasting that shit. But you know where that loses power? I'm telling you, this shit moves quick. It loses power when you're either around energies that will tell you, as soon as you even mention it, they'll tell you, oh, that was a coincidence. For some of you, you're around certain people that when certain situations as such happen to you, where it just happens right away, keep it to yourself so you can build on that power. Because obviously, yes, there's going to come a point where even if you're around people who say that's a coincidence, it still won't deactivate you. Okay? So, because some of you are at a sensitive state right now, similar to a newborn or a serpent that sheds its skin and it cannot see. But for you, it seems as though this not seeing is more so the hearing. You're absorbing so much through your ears, you don't realize how it's deactivating you. For some of you, when you know you're going through this type of cycle, be mindful of the type of music you're listening to, even if it's just for a moment. You know? So, let's grab another message. I just got hot as fuck just now. Hold up. Because it's feeling as though, this is feeling as though the sun just walked up in here. You know what I mean? Give me a second. Let me turn this shit over here. All right. We got motion. We got motion now. All right. Hold on. Let me come back to y'all. What up, y'all? I see y'all in the chat. Give me a second. Let me come back. Sit my ass down. All right. Let me see something. Let me say on something that happened with me. Archangel Mike. Yep. Oh, Michael Jackson stayed doing that. Yep. Oh, yeah. That's my guy. Okay. Love me some MJ. Y'all already know that. Welcome, y'all. All right, let's go. Let's go. Yes. Do you remember the time? Remember my baby. What? Yes. What's next? You got here for the oh shit. 520 Taurus energy. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Saturn and Taurus frequency coming through here. Healing the earth. Yeah, I'm telling. You just got told what you. The reason why this message is coming out. It's reminding you of you assisting the earth to heal. Now, here's the thing. Here's what just came through as soon as I said that. The earth said, I'm healed. I'm just getting whatever is intervening with that out the way. So, these upcoming days coming towards the 24th, 10, wheel a fortune card. The wheel is turning. Y'all know Anubis on that wheel too. So, he's bringing forth, the energy of Anubis is bringing forth, coming out of the Cancerian season as well, the dog star energy. Although we speak on it as far as Sirius, but that also is included there. But it's bringing forth the dark goddess feminine energy into play that has always been discarded, very similar to Medusa's story. However, I'm going to break this down for you right now. Some of you energetically, because you'll know the way this will fit for you. You don't have to make this fit. You'll know if this is for you. In the story of Medusa, right? She became Medusa. Prior to that, she was the triple goddess, high priestess energy in the temple of Athena. But Poseidon, Neptunian energy, illusions, deceptions, okay, delusion, unable to move forward, fell in love with her and wanted to enter her or have intercourse with her. But because she was under the oath of celibacy through the temple of Athena, she was raped. Now, instead of being assisted by Athena, Athena said, well, you just fucked up the whole moral code, so I'm turning you into what we know as today, Medusa. Now, some of you are in a position where you are actually having this conversation that Athena should have had before she turned into Medusa and turned that energy somewhere else. Instead of, because it's given the energy of the triple goddess energy, the triple goddess who became Medusa as the reflection to Athena, okay? Athena wasn't prepared to handle that internal disrespect or overstepping of boundaries from the external world. So instead of handling the situation from where it had to be handled, the external world, because internally everything was set. The temple was there, the morality was there, everything was being followed accordingly. But that one moment or that one test, in terms of, this would be an example of someone misusing their anger, which is this Mercury and Leo can bring that up too. This Mercury and Leo can bring up impulsive reactions as well. especially when it comes to a group of people. Okay, as we are also approaching the full moon in Aquarius, so it's on some. This is gonna happen immediately, but you gotta make a decision real quick to not let it fuck up what you about to bring into your life as a result of completion forgiveness. I know I just said a lot right now, but if you get it, you get it. So some of you are having this conversation with the goddess of wisdom and war, Athena, okay? Where you're sitting with this, it would be more so the maiden having a conversation with the crone, because Medusa is representing that crone energy. So this could be, it feels as though, let's say that was the personal, that was really what happened, because obviously these are stories, but these stories actually have a connection to what we got going on internally, subconsciously, through our different systems that we have, so on and so forth. But this could be something as far as information that wasn't given and somebody had to learn the hard way, but you learn it anyway. Because you learn it, now Athena comes back to you. Athena, the asteroid of Athena, that's also who's included. That's who it was that I wasn't thinking of. Or did I say her? I think I did say her. Her and Lilith, somebody else. But anyway, these asteroids. She's in Scorpio right now, in the sign of Scorpio. So this has to do with the level of intensity. You're gonna have to go to the depths of every situation. When people say, oh, this is making me feel some type of way, well, you're gonna have to get to the depths of what it is that's making you feel some type of way. Whether this has to do with the age of Atlantis, because some of you were part of that age, but you came from here first. Lemuria. And all the fuckery started going on in the age of Atlantis, on the time of Atlantis. Man, if I pull these past life cards out and that shit come out, I promise you, I'm signing off. Nah, I'm not even gonna say that. I promise you that, because I'm not gonna sign off. I'm just talking shit right now. But anyway, healing the earth. So this would really be having that conversation with Athena on some, all right, had we had the conversation, we really would have handled this shit differently, and there wouldn't be this deceiving age of Pisces, because that's also what is being undone. All of the spells and shit that happened during the age of Pisces, because of what was going on in terms of the dark feminine goddess, was seen as negative, or you're not supposed to do that, or so all that shit right now is being undone. Saturn is in Pisces in retrograde, and then you got, what is it, Mars in Gemini is gonna be at 17 degrees with a whole bunch of shit going on at 17 degrees, which is a Leo degree. Now 17 in tarot is the star card, Aquarian energy, knowledge, knowing what has to be healed and no longer ignoring it. And when I mean ignoring it to the point of just not even scratching the surface to come up with a solution, but a lot of the solutions to problems have been problems on top of a problem, from the macro perspective of situations, and it affects each and every body on the micro level too, which is now where you have all of the situations of people breaking generational curses, this, that, and the third. So I want to look into this metaphysical aspect of 520 before I go any further, because we ain't got it to do that right now. Let me see something. An L, a cubit, a mother. You got to be shitting me. Okay. Let me see. speaks to of the beginning. Is that what it says? A cubit, a measure of distance. The forearm, roughly 18 inches. There are several cubits used in the OT. The cubit of man, or common cubit. Okay, So speaking to a measurement. Now I'm seeing Solomon's temple. All right. I gotta go into this deck here. Healing the Earth. 520 with Relics of Lemuria. Let me go into this occult deck. Hold up. Give me 1 second. What is this? Let me get my my other thing here. Where is I was not expecting to use this deck, but that's the way the energy flows. Let's see. Do I want to do that? No, not that one. What was that? Okay. So it's where you at, love? Perfect. Found it. All right, let's see what comes out. Show me the energy here for the collective that they'll be overcoming. Show me the energy. Some of you may want to write this down. My whole pen just fell. Okay, I didn't want to cut. That came out. The Sun card in this deck, the Boon. B-U-N-E, makes one rich, smart, and well-spoken, gathers spirits at tombs, and changes places of the dead. That particular occult message, that occult demon, is of the order of dominions. It's ruled by the dominions. There are 9 levels to angels. Archangels are second from 1 to 9. They're number 2. Dominions would be, let me see, that's 1, 2, principalities. You have angels, archangels, principalities, virtues, powers, and dominions. This particular one is ruled by the dominion. Let me see, what is that, 26, yeah? Yeah. Psalm 119 could be of significance. All right, now, let me see. I want to, number 4 could be of significance. Dominions is the 4th rank of angels in the hierarchy of angels. Okay. That's not what I was looking for, though. Thank you for that information. But 26, it says, this particular demon can change the places of the dead and cause the spirits which be under him to gather together upon graves and tombs. He gives one's riches and makes those who summon him wise and eloquent. He gives the answers to your question. He governs 30 legions of spirits. Astrologically, this spirit signifies traitors and conspiracy. He's a servant to those born July 23rd to the 27th. And is ruled by the Kabbalistic angel Haia, Haia, H-A-A-I-H, who serves to win judgments and to render judges favorable. Somebody could be going through a legal situation. This particular angel that rules or governs this demon boon, it's the sole guardian for those born 8:20 to 8:40 a.m. It's the moral guardian for those born April 14, June 25th, September 5th, November 16, January 27th. And it's the physical guardian for those born July 23rd to the 27th. Now, this angel here that governs this demon, its name means God listening and concealment. Once again, it serves to win judgments and to render judges favorable, protects all those who seek the truth, and brings men to the contemplation of divine things. See, this is wild that we sitting here talking about Athena and Medusa, and the one Athena should have really spoke to in that type of situation was the one who performed that act of disrespect, Poseidon. She didn't give him permission. You know what I mean? Rules over politicians, diplomats, ambassadors, peace treaties, and contracts in general. Influences couriers, communication agents, and secret expeditions. Astrologically, this spirit signifies politics and ambition. Okay. So, that was a lot. That was a lot. That's what I'm saying. Anubis is coming through. I'm telling you, talking about moving positions of those in the dead. It's not funny, but yes, it is funny. Fuck it. It's funny. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have Howdes, Knight of Swords. Destroys and burns all enemies when requested. Speaks of the creation of the world. Tells of the past and the future. See, here's what I'm seeing about this too. As far as, let's say, someone's sovereignty was stolen because someone was misusing this type of knowledge, that's their ass. That's their ass. They thought it was funny and cute to be messing with energies that first they stole first and foremost to have access to. You don't think that ass whooping gonna be hot? That shit gonna be one hot ass lick. They will rather take a first class trip to hell if they could. The way this shit about to get paid out, let me tell you. All right. Because even in the smallest situations, okay, where you may not even recognize, because that's another thing that's gonna come up these upcoming days now, is that you may not have realized where certain people really wasn't having your back. They was communicating with you one way, and then behind your back, when this sun is in reverse type of energy, they on some other shit. But these are the grains or the crumbs of the bigger picture. Energetically, they're acting out these energies that they cannot control themselves. And it could be something similar to this, where people just feel as though, oh, fuck this person and that person. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful with your thoughts right now. This shit is not a game. I can tell you from personal experience, there's moments where I have my fair shares of getting my ass whooped by source. This is why I speak the way I do. Source made sure that I was gonna know what the fuck it meant to be a life path 22 and not move as though I'm a life path 4, because there is a difference. There is a difference. Because the life path 22, on some shit, you really have to be out here. It's a builder of discipline. It's a builder of discipline, basically. If people were asking, what does it build? Builds discipline. And structure that really has to do with sacred core values that really, you know what I'm saying, really helps the collective. Because this age of Pisces, it's been a lot of building, but just on a one-sided aspect, which is why you see the earth or this globe the way it is, where it's not balanced. Yeah, certain people play out a role when they choose to come back into this earth, all right, to play out a certain role, but that's only because of that other spell that's out there. It's so well engraved There's nothing new on this under the sun. To me, keep it a stack. That's bullshit to me. The only reason why there's nothing new under the sun because nothing new has been done. That's the only reason why. I mean, if you really think about it, you keep that going, then you'll keep repeating the same shit. And it won't be sugar, honey, iced tea either. It'll be some real bullshit, so much so that the bull don't even want it inside his system. Shout out to the fellow Ascended Masters. Of course, that's Shay. And don't get it twisted, y'all. You don't have to have an Ascended Life Path number to be on some, you know what I mean? Because you could be a Life Path 2, a Life Path 4, 6. Your higher self is those Ascended Master numbers, and it don't stop there. Because you could be a life path 8 and move as a 44, so on and so forth. It don't stop at 33 either. That's another thing. It don't stop at 33. As long as it's double up, it's 622 right now. I'm telling you, as long as it's double up, that you mastering some shit. Okay? You done it once. This is why you fool me once, but the next time, that's on you. That's on the person that allows themselves to get foolished, because the fool goes on a very, trekking journey. Okay, it goes on quite the journey to overcome a cycle. Welcome, Pantera Soap and Fatima. Welcome, love. All right. Let's get into some more messages here. Let me take this up because y'all be in church in 2.2 seconds. Real church. Well, that's what we here for. The real shit. Right? Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Tree of Souls. Look at this. I feel as though this is the energy right now in the collective. Right here. We're all coming together. That's really it. Yeah, because look. Look at the big birds here. The big birds are represented by, are symbolic for Aquarius energy too. The abyss. Ibis, ibis. Healing the earth. Love, humility, and respect is what this card says. I'll say love and respect because that's another word that I'm telling you, there's a lot of shit that we just not gonna be out here accepting shit because it sounds great. Does it really though? Okay, does it really? Let's take these up. Let me see. Let's go over to the angels and ancestors where we were going, but they said, nah, do this first. Now come over here. Oh shit, these cards be funny, yo. Reach tabernacle. Yo. Yeah, 44 is definitely the ancestors in the spirit realm. That's for sure. All right, let's see. Show me the energy you have here for the collective approaching full moon in Leo. I meant to say Aquarius. What's going on full moon in Leo, though? That's not... We're approaching full moon in Aquarius. Let me update this. Aquarius. Okay. That would be Aquarius season, though. Let me see something. Ooh, mm, 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 mm. Let me see. That would be 2025. February, March or so. 212. Full moon in Leo, 2/12/2025. Okay. 2/12/2025. Okay. 2/12. Something about Uranus and Gemini. That's what that's about. Honor your inner knowing. Medicine mother. Come through now. Oh shit. See your seeds grow at the bottom of the deck. Honor your inner knowing. Medicine mother. The message is to take action. Do what you need to do. It's as simple as you've been telling yourself, man, I need to do this. I need to do what you need to do. Okay? Love you. Mother always knows best. This is what I was saying before. As far as these dark feminine energies that are coming in, it's connected to you. But the version of you, let's say a mother was making sure that her child is okay and placing you in the best positions possible. I was smelling rabbit food today too. The fact that this thing here is here, that reminds me of that as well. Does anyone have a rabbit or something about that? Mothers always knows best. They say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it is to suffer, and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, meaning the first time. Okay? We're not going to apply the game of baseball up into this here thing called your life. One strike, you're out. Okay? Two, because maybe a conversation is to be had. But some of y'all been giving people strike 1A, strike 1B, C, all the way to Z before the game is over. Okay? However, it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the love and encouragement to take the next step forward. The extended message. There's an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to handle it and release it completely. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you want to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, which is coming from your gut. So if you're unable to trust your gut, obviously change your digestion, change what it is that you're digesting through the gut and what you put into your mouth. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Take one step and the next one will be presented to you. Source told me to tell y'all that when you take one step, don't think that the next step is gonna be two, because for some of you, you've been delaying this shit and your next step is number 7. And that's okay. For others, obviously, it will have to be 1.5. But that 1.5 is gonna seem as though it's a 7. Just to put it into perspective. The key thing here is take that next step. So now what I'm going to do is a spread that I did before. We already have the medicine mother standing out here. And she represents you and your energy. In the center, your spirit. The medicine mother is coming out here to represent you and your energy. Next, we have the North position card, which is connected to Earth. And this has to do with what is grounding you and providing you with focus at this time. What is grounding you and providing you with focus at this time? Taking note of intuitive messages, the moon. Some of you have to dive deeper into where your moon is natally and where it is now. And balance out the two. Okay? And balance out the two, baby. 212 been showing up. So what is grounding you now, providing with focus at this time, will be you taking note of intuitive messages. You know what this is saying right here? Also, with this take note of intuitive messages, when something pops up into your mind, especially those thoughts that we was talking about, 6:33 on the clock right now, don't wait for the perfect moment and tell yourself, oh, I'll write it down later. Now get your phone out, get something out. Even if you don't want to type it, record yourself saying it, just make sure you get it out. Okay? Just make sure you're getting out. And get. Now, we're going to the position of the East, which represent your current thoughts and perceptions. What's the message here? When it comes to your current thoughts and perceptions. Current thoughts and perceptions. It landed right where it's supposed to go. Earth Guardian. And it's... Okay. This East position speaks to the air element. And it's the Earth Guardian that comes out. Stay grounded. Stay rooted and grounded. Your current thoughts and perception. Stay rooted and grounded. Yeah, this has to do with writing that down. It's wild. You would expect this to be the other way around, though. So when it comes to what is grounding you, you have to go deep within your subconscious mind, into your feelings. And when it comes to your thoughts and perceptions, they want you to bring it down into the physical realm. So this will be writing it out. Especially, remember when we was doing the mother cards, the pen fell? And I said some of you have to write some of this stuff down. Let's go to the South energy. Fire. Your rising desires and primal needs. Your rising desires and primal needs. I'm going to have to move this up here. Your rising desires and primal needs. Also, when it comes to this energy here of your current thoughts and perception, when something is for you and you trust that it's for you, some of you are going to see feathers. You're sending that message directly from your heart chakra in connection to your soul star chakra. Okay? Your rising desires and primal needs. Your rising desires and primal needs. You're going through a major phase that it may have taken years, but it seems as though some of you are going through these yearly phases, these phases that had to do with years. on a day basis, on a daily basis, until you recognize the type of power that's being brewed into you that you have now. I just heard Mr. Miyagi. Your rising desires and primal needs. This is precise. Your rising desires and primal needs. Walks on, walks off. That's definitely speaking to step by step. You didn't realize that wiping down the windows is going to have that arm action on a whole other level. Okay. Oh, this is very precise. Wow. Okay, let's see what this is. Ooh, it's to see from a higher perspective, the eagle. One of the transformative states of Scorpio energy. And this is where Athena is. Now, hold up. Athena in Scorpio or 8th house. Ooh wee. You definitely have access to occult information when it comes to wisdom and war and other people. Inheritance. You have, some of you are receiving inheritance from that frequency of Athena. You can see through issues and way beneath the surface. You need to really tap into it. So you know what you need to do is the message, right? From the medicine mother. Your spirit has been telling you, you know what you need to. Look at this 8 around her eyes too. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. That means allow yourself to go into the depths of where you're able to go without fear. Because look at this eagle here. Some of you have to sit in the surface a little bit longer than you're comfortable doing. I feel as though these are showing through. This situation or this energy is showing through what could be considered a night terror, but it's not a night terror to some of you anymore because you're lucidly dreaming through these phases. That's what you're doing as far as the phases here with the moon. What is grounding you is that you're there's a lot of power that comes with that. When you're going through a dream state, and at one point it was a nightmare, but you're recognizing now, even when it was a nightmare, you recognize that that wasn't what that was happening in this other realm. But you were moving as though you were in this realm on a physical state, or another way of stating that the physical and the spiritual realm were separate. But now through this lucid activity that you're having, you're recognizing that you're lucidly dreaming. You're now able to switch situations that are going on in that realm. And this is how you are overcoming all of these cycles that may have taken years within a night or day. This is definitely a message for somebody that's been doing. I mean, you've been putting in work. You've been doing everything you have to do, from fasting, physically, mentally, spiritually, soulfully, socially, just fasting. And you've reached the point of what it means to be the hermit, to go to the top of the mountain and really follow your true north without interruption. To the point where you possibly may have started to feel a little lonely here and there, but not all the time, because each time before you even get into that space where someone who gets into that lonely state starts to indulge in shit that they literally just cut out because it no longer serves them, before you get to that point, because you've been doing the work and exercising that muscle, you find your second wind type shit. It's on somebody running the 400, and all of a sudden they sitting here, that last 50, they was all the way in the back, and then all of a sudden they went in the gold. That type of shit. So yeah. Your rising desires and primal needs When it comes to that energy, the South fire energy, passion, Archangel Michael is helping you to see things from a higher perspective. This is what I mean. Even before you even think about going into an old toxic habit, you you won't even be able to the point that you'll see why you disconnected from it. So that could be what's happening here as well, where you're actually seeing, you knew before, but there's another level of you seeing why you had to disconnect from certain people, energies, places, situations, habits, routines. Let's go to the West position, water. How you really feel emotionally, and the how, for me, we are here to handle the W's: who, what, when, where, and why. The how belongs to source, because the how will take you through a rabbit hole that for some of you, for some it may put them into another realm and they won't be back in this realm. So let's source through the how, because that's what does it. The infinite creator of all handles the how. But we're gonna get a message from source here, Ashe, when it comes to how you really feel emotionally. Source, look what's at the bottom of the deck right now. The Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So let's go. Source, speak to the collective here. 642, bring it from Metatron perspective, the mind's eye. 642. Raphael, Ariel, it just went to 3. That's Shamuel. Metatron, Raphael, Shamuel. How is the collective feeling emotionally? Show me. What do you want to bring to their attention? Oh, the sun. And the heart guardian. Okay, so this is the prime example. This is a prime example. Let's see, what's this? The white witch, be the light, the owl. This is a prime example of the heart chakra, in the sense of when you can see that something is happening for you and not to you, you're here. You're here in this energy, in the heart guardian's energy. You're receiving and accepting that embrace of the heart guardian that has to do with love and letting yourself be loved. But when you're in the position of something happening to you and not for you, you're not going to have this connection as to what the energy and motion is really pushing you towards. 644. We saw 622, 633, 644. On the clock itself. 22, 33, 44. And those are all the sixes too. I just saw an orb. 644. How you really feel emotionally? You're enjoying success and happiness. Don't let nobody rob that from you. And this is what I mean about these beautiful synchronicities, that when you tell it to a dunce, ignorant motherfucker, they coming at you on some, oh, that's a coincidence. Allow yourself, respectfully, allow yourself to see where this is coming from and cut them cords, because those are still energy hooks, and that's the energy work that you have to do to get into your sovereign state of excellence. Make sovereignty your standard. For some of you, it's going to take for you to move from your hometown, because I just saw a U-Haul truck. It's going to take for you to move. You want to move across the country? Go ahead. Do what makes you happy. Do what puts you in this energy of success and happiness. Because for some of you, this doesn't even have to be a physical move. For some of you, that move is the perceptive state, the perception. Stay rooted and grounded. Place yourself in that thought vibration that allows you to be rooted and grounded. Yes, shit happens out here. That's the way this realm has been. That's what this realm has been infected with. Now that we really getting into this message, that's what this realm has been infected with. Yeah, shit happens. Because people out here fucking nasty. People don't know how to clean up after themselves. So shit ain't just happening. People just putting shit out there. All right, source. Yo, what is happening? Those of y'all that are in here, y'all the tapped in ones. Yeah, you are. I'm honored to deliver these messages for you, honey. I'm waiting for y'all. Shit, took y'all long enough. The fuck? Wait a minute. Okay. Let's go to number 6, position 6, the northeast. Now, I think I mentioned that earlier. Probably didn't. See, this shit that be happening. Anyway, so you see how we're going center, north, east, southwest, northeast. We're going southeast, southwest, northwest. Some of y'all, this could be had to do with ley lines in certain, directions you may want to go. I'm just saying. So the northeast position, we going right here. What needs attention and action? What needs attention and action? Oh shit. Yo, this spread is that you got the sun, the moon, the eagle, the medicine mother, earth guardian, and the magic guardian. Ooh, I'm telling you. Unlock the magic within. What needs attention and action? You unlocking the magic within. Coño, no joda. Yo. No, this shit is funny. This is funny. The magic guardian, when it comes to what needs attention and action, is the fact that you can unlock this magic within you. And the magic guardian showing up here, she said, look at it. Stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. You are the magic with the K. Magique. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or reason to focus, recognize that all you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So who has ownership over this power? Anybody that you let take over your emotions, or anything that you allow to take over your emotions. Some of y'all have to purge your timelines on social media. I'll see certain pages, right? I'm saying this because I'm cleaning up my shit too. But when people are following 3,000 people, my first question is, do you know all these people? And are all of those pages have something to do with you elevating and empowering yourself? Because each person out of those 3,000 is connected to another 3,000, or possibly even more than that. The people who feel as though that energy doesn't have anything to do with your evolution, or it has everything to do with it. It's an instant load, Instagram. It's an instant weight that you put onto yourself every time you follow it. Or whatever it is you're subscribing to as well. Just make sure that it allows you to upscribe. You know what I'm saying? What you're watching allows you to connect to your subconscious mind, so that what's in there, you can write it out. Or bring it out. Bring yourself out. Which is what the true meaning of education means. Okay. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift. And that you are being guided to recognize now. Once again, Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal. Just make sure everything you subscribe to, everything you follow is in alignment to your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen. As this is the real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. Some people, you may not even know that that was a gift. To detect your goal first and foremost, but it says here your ability to dedicate. That's crazy, to detect your goal. Do you know what the goal is? Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal is a gift. Discipline. That's why you got the 12 disciples, or the number 12 as a high significance, because disciple speaks to disciplines to get you to 13 so you can transform. And 13, that's a 4, so you can rebuild your foundation from a higher perspective or your higher self. Okay, so the magic garden is here as far as what needs attention and action is for you to recognize that your dedication to your goal is your gift. It's the first gift that all of you have. But you have to ask yourself this question. What is the goal? What are you dedicating yourself to? All right. Let's go to the southeast energy, which is speaking to where to direct your energy and intentions. Where are you guiding the collective to direct their energy and intentions? That hawk, H-A-W-K, but that honk went off at 6:53. Where to direct your energy and intentions? Make plans and focus. That's fair enough. Yeah, I agree. That makes total sense. What are you dedicated to? What's your goal? Are you dedicated? Or if you have a goal, are you committed to it? It's very similar to someone who finds someone attractive, but can you build a life with this person? Attraction, physical attraction is not enough. Because if that spiritual attraction ain't there with this physical attraction that you have towards somebody, that shit gonna die real quick. You got the shield maiden that's coming through here for you. Where to direct your energy and intentions. Make plans and focus. I mean, that's clear as day. We can go to the next message. Southwest. What do you need to let go of and let flow? Let's get 2 cards for this first, though. 654, Ashe. Now we just went to Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, throat chakra, and the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael, Metatron, Gabriel, and Raphael. The trumpet is blowing. What you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? Let me see. What do you need to let go of? Because this is the higher source energy now coming in here, 654. What do you need to let go of and let flow? What do you need to let go of and let flow? Oh, shit. Your lack of trust in higher forces. The shaman comes out. That's wild. This has to do with you not... Some of you are definitely shamans. That's what this is. You've already... I'm telling you, you've been doing the work. You have to let go whatever it is that's preventing you from unlocking the further steps. Speaking of feathers. Speaking of feathers that showed up here. For your current thoughts and perceptions, stay rooted and grounded and trust in higher forces. You're really working through as above, so below, because what's coming from the below chakras is showing up. Was the message for the lower chakras? You're getting a higher chakra message, and what's in the higher chakra message, question or a question, you're getting a lower chakra message. As above, so below is fully activated. Fully activated. Your roots, man. Huh? Trust in higher forces. And there goes the owl again. What you need to let go. Why did this shaman... Let me see. I'm going to have to pull tarot on that. Oh, shit. At the bottom of the deck, you have shapeshifter. Transforming. What are y'all holding on to? Why is this showing up here? Let me look here. Why is this showing up? Whoever this is for, you got JBLs. You got JBL speakers or something. That was significant. Or BMW could be of significance too. Let me see. Let me see. Show me. Why the shaman came out for what they need to let go of. Show me. Why did the shaman come out? Something about this season, the summer. Something about this summer. Trust in higher forces. And then you got the wheel of karma. Let me see. I don't know if some of you feeling guilty about something when it comes to helping somebody. Spiritually helping somebody or giving somebody information that it wasn't supposed to be in the hands of. Don't worry too much about that. It's up to them what they do with the information, especially if you did it from the kindness of your heart. Yeah. Especially if you did it from the kindness of your heart. Fine print. You gave them some very detailed information here. 287, February 87. Somebody could be born in the month of February, the 7th or the 8th. The year of 78 or 87. As well as the 15th or the 6th. Welcome, Pantera Soul Familana. Welcome, beloved. Everybody, yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that. I feel as though that's really the lesson here. As far as trust your intuitive messages. What's this that fell out? Friends. Fuck. I'm loving how this shaman is showing up here with this sun right above its head. A new rising sun. There's the Christ consciousness has fully activated, reawakening Ace of Wands energy. Why am I tasting patelitos right now? Someone could definitely be of Latino Caribbean descent. I'm tasting patelitos. Let me see, what's numbers that? 23. Friendship group, soul tribe. You need to let go of a certain group you were connected to. Look at social media right there. That's what it is. It's something on social media. Something or someone on social media. Or this could have something to do with when you disconnect from people, just unfollowing them, but not necessarily blocking them. Because when people, you know what I'm saying, block people, is because they don't want to see something that this person is actually showing them. I mean, in other cases, it could be something else. But when you step into your true higher self energy, doesn't matter what anyone has done towards you, you still want them to learn, but you don't have to fuck with them. You really don't have to fuck with them anymore. They're actually, if you really want to get in that warrior state, you don't have to block them. Let them see what you do. Let them see the way you get down. You know what I'm saying? Let them see the way you get down. I mean, obviously there's moments where you have to, fast from social media, but because for some, there's certain situations and experiences you have with certain people that actually triggered you to step up into your path even more so. Like if you really want to give somebody that real give a fuck, I don't give a fuck energy, you can watch whatever you want to watch, and I'll listen. They're gonna have to sit there with the thoughts and vibrations and free. Then is that not what we stated at the beginning of this live? To be mindful as to what it is that you're thinking. They probably not over here watching this shit, or some of them could be. You know what I'm saying? But they're the ones that are gonna have to sit there with that embodiment of the thoughts, frequencies, and vibrations that come with those thoughts about someone who's really out here to bring balance back into this planet. Sovereignty. Let's use that. Let's use that term. Sovereignty back into this planet. Because that's why there's so many other, you know, extraterrestrials or frequencies that are not here physically, but they can travel here if they want to. And they'll show themselves to whomever is ready based on that mind's eye being open to show themselves to them. Because they're extraterrestrial beings. They're extra-terra earth beings. But they have access to go to different realms. They just don't have to be here. You know what I mean? This is a very pivotal summer, though. I'm not even going to hold you. It really is. Especially if we're going into Pluto in Aquarius officially. What is it? Come November? Because it goes back into Capricorn in September. And we're going back into a phase that hasn't been around since the 1700s. You know, if we're looking at it from that perspective. So this is definitely, you know, it's a big deal. Crack shot. Okay. Competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, dead on. Yeah, this, yep, yep, that's what it is. Sources, and it goes back to more friend energy, crew. Look at that, Scorpio. That's where she at, Athena. Crack shot is 3. Friends is 3. This is also a number 3. For some of you, this could have to do with the Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, or Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Okay. And for some of you specifically, it's definitely somebody that's an air sign, because that's the only card that shows up in here talking about a person. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Shout out to the fellow Saggies. Hey. Sagittarius gang. Okay, now you know what you need to let go of as far as the shaman. Continue to trust in your higher forces, your higher sources, your higher power. Okay, you've been doing everything you were supposed to do for you to elevate, and that's what you're gonna do. Okay, now what do you have to let flow? What do you suggest they let flow? And it feels so much cooler in here as very, I mean, the AC did just cut on, but at the same time, let flow. It's getting cooler in here. Yeah, shit gonna get cooler. Because at some point, shit was getting hot. Okay, let flow. Track down your fears and desires. The hunter. Let me see. Where was it that was giving me that is it here? Hold on. I have to see something. Wait. This is exciting. Espérate, hold on. Wait. I don't think it's here, dog. Wait. I'm also getting with this Earth Guardian here randomly just now that people see as cool, calm, and collected, and they're gonna do everything to test you to get you out of that energy. Yeah, they better overthink that. Overthink it to the point of paralysis where they don't do it, because not this time, preppy. Not this time. Yes. Okay. So you see how you have the maiden, the mother, and the crone? You got both the hunter and the maiden as far as that level. It goes the maiden, mother, and crone, and the hunter, father, and sage. So what you need to let flow is the hunter's way. And what was on this side, that was Where to direct your energy and intentions is making plans and focus, the shield maiden's frequency. But let me, hold up. That's very interesting. Very interesting. This has to do with someone's maiden years. As far as the restriction and the energy hooks, where the energy has to be worked out. So this can shift. Have a plan or strategy in place before moving forward is the shield maiden. Okay, perfect for Mercury retrograde. Especially when it comes to it going back into Leo, because Leo has to do with creativity. This would be, it's very, oh, some of you may even have these visions or answers as to the root of a matter, why something didn't progress the way it should have. 707. But you're doing this because source is bringing you back to a 0 point energy. It's never too late. It's giving that type of vibes. Track down your fears and your desires. You have to develop into this shaman energy, medicine mother and crone and sage vibe before getting back into this hunter and shield maiden energy. The shield maiden speaks to taking some time to assess what your next steps will be. All great warriors have a plan. You are a sensitive being and if you are not prepared for the task you are taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. That was the lesson you had to learn by feeling exposed and helpless. Now, once you overcome that, it says here, the ancestor guidance that is coming to you now is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. And mind you, that's who showed up at the bottom of the deck with enjoy, success, and happiness of allowing yourself to love and be loved, because you're allowing yourself to love and be loved from the warrior's heart. Now, the warrior is not just going to fight any battle or war, because it's your level of power is, you're not going to put yourself into an unfair situation. If something has to get done, you receive your messages from the Most High as to when to do certain things. It says, so have a strategy in place, and then let your guides support you as you move forward. That's through synchronicities and numbers, specifically. Also, animals that are showing up randomly that you don't normally see. Okay? Because the hunter's message, as far as what you're being asked to let flow, and the message once again is track down all of your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires too. They're definitely so connected, because what's on the other side of fear is your true desire. Okay? It says, instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. Once again, instead of being hunted down by your fears or feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You are being given confidence and strength at this time, so use your power to make a difference. You are not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You are here to realize your fullest potential, but this can only occur when you step up and do what has to be done. The fact that this card arises is saying here, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you. If you're a man or identify as a male, this card represents your masculinity and an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. If you are a female or identify as a female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome limitations. Because it's pair, the shield maiden, okay, the shield maiden, in the time of them, they were respected and equal to men. Okay? The Viking ages. The she-maiden is the female knight in shining armor. In Viking traditions, women were seen as equal to men and so joined them on their raids and fought with them on the battlefield. which brings forth the fiercely feminine energy, the power to be a warrior while retaining feminine sensitivity. She is ready to put her plan into action, and she's ready to go into war or battle. Her medicine helps us move beyond any unsettled feelings when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. So this could also have to do with someone learning the hard way as far as stepping into their higher self. 7-Eleven. In order for a wish to come true, as far as you getting to know more about the universe and the truth, it taught you that you received it, but first you had to experience the opposite. That's what that is. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay. Now, our final message for this reading: the outcome of your current vibration. The outcome of the current vibration. This is beautiful. The outcome of your current vibration. The outcome of your current vibration. Let's see. Oh, we got two. The outcome, the first one that shows up is upright. Look at the way this comes through. Now this card here is sideways, and usually when the card comes out sideways, I'm seeing this as your challenge. But this is also where you're going to gain wisdom. The first thing you have to do that's showing up at the forefront that you have to be aware of, and don't second guess yourself, is that you are protected here. Okay? Drop your shields. But at the same time, track down your fears. Because obviously this is nothing you have to fight. It's just for you to see it for what it is. There's something that has to do with acknowledging it for what it is. Okay? Then you have trader. The challenge is exchanging energy to create abundance. This could be people who mistreated you or mishandled you. Now what you have to see this is acknowledge these situations, people, places, or things exactly for what it is. Can you exchange your energy to create abundance? Or is there going to be a creation of a demise? That should be easy answers right there, right? Overall, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Take care of your needs. Take care of your needs. I'm going to give you the message of the wolf from the animal spirit deck. Ties in beautifully with this. And then we'll close off the message there, because we know we have to know. If I feel guided to pull another message a little bit later this evening, I'll do that. But just stay tuned. Subscribing to the channel, setting that bell so that way you know when I'm coming on live, baby. Let me get this wolf energy here for you. 1 second. You would be here. Okay. The wolf is the guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Okay? Okay? The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. I'm repeating that for a reason. You're about to see why. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, whether this has to do with spirituality, religion, or political studies. Now, as far as that humanitarian energy, that speaks to Aquarius. We're in the what? Aquarian what? Oh, age, yes. Now, I'm going to read that first part again. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Now, the wolf gets in trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. Is that not what we just saw here about the shaman? with crew, friends, crack shot, on point. Okay? The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. But also with the wolf's energy, okay? Just to add this to it, not everyone is going to take the path, even if you are leading that pack. This is why I said some of you may have to leave the pack that you felt that you were leading and lead your own pack. 717 right now. Your own pack is filled with a plethora of high frequency energy and vibration. Lead that first. Because anything else that wants to connect with you, it'll do so effortlessly. Because this is where we get to as far as the motto of this channel. The only person that's here to understand you is you. Because in that instance, you won't be sitting here having these conversations and arguments with people to get them to understand you. Because understanding is a personal affair. You have to take yourself to your subconscious mind. Most people don't understand their subconscious mind. So what makes anyone think that someone else is going to understand it unless the person doesn't? If the person doesn't understand it themselves. Understanding is a personal affair. And when that's effortlessly flowing, now you have the overstanding with the collective, where you can have a conversation of the minds, of the higher minds. Because think about it, as long as people are getting others to understand them, you hear and feel the vibration of someone feeling better than the other. But once we step into that understanding and overstanding, we are all uniquely made, okay, as far as different roots of a tree to come to this point of a collective and sharing all the energies that we come with, instead of one feeling as though that they better than the other. See that there? And then under that, you got the gift. Just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Just allow others do what they want to do. Especially when it comes to human design too. I'm always going to speak to my projectors this way, even and generators too. You got to wait for people to invite you to express or share what it is that you have to say. Because if you're just sitting here giving information, and if, let's say you are a projector in human design, that's your cue to start a channel. Because especially if you have a lot of information to tell people, start your own channel, just speak. Because at that point, that's also where you could receive invitations by people listening to what you have to say, but you're not forcing it. You could just be sharing information. But it's different when it's a face-to-face, or that type of communication where you give advice and nobody asked for it. See, people, when you start your channel, or you have whatever, you're on whatever platform as a projector, people are literally asking for that invitation by typing into an algorithm that connects to what information you have to share. That's where it's different. Because easily as a projector, you can come through towards people as a know-it-all, especially if they ain't ask you, because you'll show them parts of themselves they don't want to see. But when if you are a projector or a generator, or your response is to wait for an invitation, listen, when somebody asks you a question about your expertise, go in. Don't hold yourself back feeling as though you're giving information that they ain't asked for. If they asked you, go in. Okay? Because that's just what it is, love. But yes, y'all, to bring the wolf energy into balance and take care of your needs, practice letting go. It's literally the message of the wolf. When you're out of balance, you're judgmental and dominating. When you're in balance of it, you're reliable and fearless. You know what I mean? So, yeah, get out there. You know, it's time, loves. But yes, my beloved, beautiful, handsome beings, we have come to the conclusion of our reading. Okay. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate love, every single one of you. I will see you on the next live. You already know the vibe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know when I go live, baby. Ciao, my loves. Mwah.